Hey there, welcome back over here to my kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my family's favorite ways to make breakfast in the Instant Pot. And if you don't know yet, you could definitely 100% make your breakfast in the Instant Pot. It is very quick, easy, and delicious. I have the 6-quart Instant Pot if you were wondering, but you could definitely make these recipes in an 8-quart Instant Pot if you have a little bit bigger one. But anyways, I hope you're doing well, and let's go get to cooking. To begin today, we're going to be making this frittata packed with ham and veggies. So in this large bowl, I'm going to be adding 8 cracked eggs. After I was through whisking our eggs up, I'm going to add in a half a cup of milk with a sprinkle of some salt and pepper. This is the point where you could kind of add anything in. I'm adding a half of a diced up white onion and a half of a diced up bell pepper. But seriously, anything you want in your frittata, go ahead and add it in. You could add bacon, sausage, anything like that. I also added in a third a cup of some shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I just mixed everything together. So now I have my Instant Pot 7-inch pan right here. I lined it with some parchment paper just for some easy cleanup and then sprayed it with some nonstick spray. Now I'm just going to add our egg mixture right in there, and I actually forgot to add my ham in while I was adding the veggies in. So at this point I'm just adding about a cup of some diced ham in. I'm just going to kind of push the ham in so it is well incorporated. I am covering this pretty tightly with some aluminum foil just to ensure that it cooks best in the Instant Pot. Now sliding over to my Instant Pot, I'm just adding my trivet in there with 1 cup of some water. Then you're just going to plop the frittata right in. This is going to cook on high pressure for 35 minutes with a 10-minute natural release, and always make sure you set your valve to sealing on your Instant Pot. After this was through cooking, I just removed it from my Instant Pot. I made sure to be careful because it was hot, and then I put it on my cutting board. Just remove the parchment paper because you don't want to eat that. Anyways, this is the finished product. This came out so good. I really liked making this because we were actually able to meal prep it for the entire week for breakfast, and that's a win-win for me, so I don't have to worry about breakfast in the morning. Now we're making this cinnamon apple oatmeal, and to be completely honest with you, it almost tastes like a treat. It is that good. I'm just going to begin by dicing my 2 gala apples into smaller pieces. Now over to my Instant Pot, I have it on the saute function. I'm going to melt down 2 tablespoons of butter. Once it is melted down, you're going to add your diced apples and let them soften for about a minute or 2. Now you're going to want to add in your 1 cup of some old-fashioned oats in, or you could use rolled oats, whatever your preference is. Stir this around for an additional minute, and then you're going to turn off the saute function and then add in your 2 teaspoons of cinnamon along with a dash of some salt. Now you're going to add your 2 cups of water in and give this a really good stir. This is actually the last time you're going to stir it before you turn your Instant Pot on. So after I was through stirring that all together, I'm adding my 1 cup of milk in, but do not stir it after you add your milk in. Just put the lid on top, set it to sealing. This is going to cook on high pressure for 7 minutes with a 10-minute natural release. So here it is after that 10-minute natural release. I gave this a really good stir, and at this point you could add more milk in if you want it a little bit more runny. The consistency was actually perfect for my family. I just added a couple tablespoons of brown sugar in to sweeten it a little bit more, but you definitely don't need to do that. I just topped mine with some coconut flakes, more cinnamon, pecans, and this came out so good. Like I said previously, it almost tastes like a treat. It is really that good. Now we're making this monkey bread, and I don't know if I dare say this, but it might be my favorite monkey bread of all time. I know that's crazy, but to this little pot, I'm adding a half a cup of some butter. I let that melt down. Once it was melted down, I added in 3/4 cup of some brown sugar with a couple teaspoons of some vanilla extract. I'm going to whisk this all together until the sugar dissolves. I absolutely love any way to make any recipes easier, so this is kind of a shortcut for this monkey bread recipe. I'm using this can of biscuits other than making my own homemade dough, so I'm just quartering them on my cutting board right now. We're actually going to be making the cinnamon sugar mixture in this bag, so to this bag I'm adding 1/3 cup of some regular sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Zip the bag up and give it a good old shaking. Add all of the quartered biscuits into the bag with the cinnamon sugar, zip it up, and then give it a good shaking once again, just to coat all of the biscuit pieces in the cinnamon sugar. I have my Instant Pot 7-inch pan right here. I'm going to spray it with plenty of some nonstick spray. I do want to let you know I got this Instant Pot pan from Amazon if you were wondering. To the greased pan, you're going to add half of the brown sugar butter mixture that we made up on the stove and spread it out as even as possible. With my slotted spoon, I'm going to remove the monkey bread pieces from my bag and add them into my 7-inch pan. I am using a slotted spoon for this just so I could shake off any of the excess sugar. After adding the remainder of the brown sugar and butter mixture to the top, you're going to add some aluminum foil over the top of everything. I didn't do it extremely tight. I kind of tinted it just so the monkey bread could expand well baking in my Instant Pot. So I'm just going to place this on my trivet, and into my Instant Pot I'm going to add 1 cup of water and then the monkey bread on the trivet right in there. After I placed my lid on top, this cooked on high pressure for 30 minutes with about a 7-minute natural release. After I flopped my monkey bread over onto a plate and sprinkled it with some powdered sugar, I served it. You could also drizzle this with some frosting and that would be so good. But this was seriously amazing. It almost tasted like a cinnamon roll broken up into pieces. That's the best way I could explain it. Now we're making these high protein egg bites. I love these, especially when I'm in a rush in the morning. So to this oversized measuring cup, I'm adding 9 eggs in there. After whisking all of my eggs together and making them nice and smooth, I'm going to be adding in my 1/4 cup of some milk along with 1/2 teaspoon of some baking powder. The baking powder will make them really nice and fluffy. Just a pinch of some salt and pepper, mainly to your taste, and then whisk this together again. I have my 2 silicone egg bite molds right here. I got them both from Amazon. I sprayed them with plenty of some nonstick spray, and now you're going to be adding the egg mixture and you're only going to be pouring it about 2/3 of the way full. I really wanted to keep the mix-ins pretty simple for today, kind of just using what I had on hand. So I chopped up some baby spinach, 1/2 of a bell pepper, and a Roma tomato. That's what I'm going to be adding in to my egg bites right now. You could add ham in, cooked bacon, cooked sausage, seriously whatever you like in your eggs, go ahead and add it in at this point. Now that we are through adding all of the mix-ins in, I'm just going to be placing the lids that came with these egg molds on top. You do want to make sure you do that. These are going to go on your trivet, and you're going to add 1 cup of water to your Instant Pot. After you're finished with that, go ahead and add the egg bites on the trivet in. I don't normally do low pressure for my Instant Pot, but we are doing that today for these egg bites. I did low pressure for 11 minutes with a 6-minute natural release. Here they are out of my Instant Pot. I'm just going to remove them from the molds and place them on my wire rack. I did actually meal prep these egg bites for the week for quick breakfasts or lunches or snacks. Here's what they look like all cooled down. I just placed them on a plate to look a little bit nicer. I sprinkled some parsley and pepper on top. These are so good, and I love how quick they are to warm up in your microwave and just eat. They're a really great source of protein. Hard-boiled eggs are definitely another one of those things that I only make in my Instant Pot these days because they are so simple to make in your Instant Pot. You don't have to babysit them or anything. So to my Instant Pot, I added my trivet with however many eggs I want. That's another nice thing about the Instant Pot with hard-boiled eggs. Anyways, put the lid on top, and these are going to cook on high pressure for 5 minutes with a 5-minute natural release. After they are through cooking, you're just going to relieve the steam, and you'll want to stick these in an ice bath. We actually don't have ice at my house. Our ice machine's not working, so I typically just stick these under some cold running water for about 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes, I peel them, and they are so simple to peel. This is kind of like the 5-5-5 method for hard-boiled eggs. That's, I guess, the name of it. This is what they should look like. Perfect, yummy hard-boiled eggs. And that is a wrap of this video today. I hope you enjoyed it and got plenty of some meal inspiration. I do have a lot more Instant Pot recipe videos on my channel, so I'll link them in my description box below if you want to go check them out. But anyways, I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.